Fantastic four-star Michael B. Jordan
Flame on!
takes the wilderness by storm. Can he handle the heat? Or will he flame out?
The tide's coming up there.
Big swell!
Running Wild with Bear Grylls, next Monday on NBC.
He's not gay, Joe.
What? He's transgender. What am I supposed to say to him?
Don't worry. The woman trapped inside of him will tell the man what to do.
The Carmichael Show premieres Wednesday on NBC. On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Tom Cruise drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. All eyes will certainly be on Wall Street tomorrow morning following today's roller coaster ride in the stock market. Fears of a Chinese economic slowdown sparking volatility across world markets, including the New York Stock Exchange, where the Dow dipped more than 1,000 points in early trading. CNBC's Trish Reagan reports.
Well, it was another wild day on Wall Street, but it could have been worse. At the lows of the session, just 5 minutes into trading, the Dow was down 1,089 points. By midday, it recovered to trade lower by only about 1%. Ultimately, though, the Dow shed 588 points, or 3.6%. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 lost nearly 4%. Today's point loss for the Dow is the 8th worst in history. So what happened? Fear and worry led investors to sell. There are several things concerning Wall Street, but it's really led by worries of a more severe slowdown in China's economy and fears that that could spark a global slowdown. Lower demand in China and the oversupply of crude oil also keeps pushing prices of that commodity lower. Last but not least, the market continues to speculate when the Federal Reserve will hike interest rates and what that will do to the economy and the market. If you're an investor, the most important thing to remember is not to panic. Keep your emotions in check. Remember your long-term goals for your investments, whether it be retirement or college savings. Don't focus so much on the daily fluctuations. Days like today, though, are good reminders to check in with your financial advisor. Make sure you have a portfolio diversified between stocks, bonds, cash, and other investments that make you comfortable so that you can sleep at night. I'm Courtney Reagan, NBC News.
And we check now the numbers as they finished up on Wall Street after what has been, as we've just noted, a roller coaster day across the major indexes. The Dow falling 588 points on the close, 15,871. The Nasdaq Composite down 180 to 4526. The S&P 500 pulling back as well, dropping 78 points today, 1893, and gold dropping $6.30. The big news across the commodity spectrum is already noted. Crude oil sliding down to 38 bucks and change, that nearing a 7-year low in terms of crude oil stocks, and causing a shutdown across a lot of America's shale oil production spectrum as well. We remain to see what that does in our region in terms of the economy. Gold dropping $6.30 on the day as well. Migrants continue to arrive in Europe, with thousands being locked out at the borders. Many of these people are refugees from war zones like Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. A Norwegian ship rescuing over 950 immigrants today and bringing them to an Italian port. Thousands of migrants are stuck at the border between Greece and Macedonia after Macedonia sealed its border following violent incidents. The UN Refugee Agency, which has been overwhelmed, says conditions for migrants have improved. But in Italy, hundreds of refugees are performing demonstrations saying they must have documents before they can leave for Northern Europe. And in Germany, several incidents of violence with an anti-foreign sentiment today. Germany's government denouncing protests outside a refugee shelter where dozens of police were injured by a neo-Nazi mob hurling bottles and fireworks at officers trying to secure the entrance road. 31 officers were injured and police were forced to seal off the shelter. The 2 consecutive nights of violence come after a weekend at the end of a week where the Interior Minister said that Germany could expect to receive 800,000 asylum seekers in 2015. That would be the largest influx since the Second World War. 4 men who took down a heavily armed man aboard a train in France were awarded that country's highest honor today. The men, 3 Americans and a Brit, stopped a gunman from opening fire on passengers on a high-speed train to Paris on Friday. The suspect, 26-year-old Ayoub Ali Kazani of Morocco, lived in Europe for several years and was on a terror watch list in France. What made him allegedly board a train with a bag of weapons is still a mystery. Today, French President François Hollande presenting the man who stopped him with the prestigious Legion of Honor. A French railway worker who first came across the gunman near a train bathroom was also honored with that award. Today, testimony coming in from survivors and family members of victims in the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting. James Holmes was convicted of killing 12 people and injuring 70 others. He avoided the death penalty when a jury could not unanimously agree on punishment. As a result, Holmes was sentenced to life in prison without parole. The hearing today is part of the formal sentencing process. The gunman could be sentenced to thousands of years in prison for 140 other charges that he's been convicted of. Back home tonight, the Rapid City Police Department keeping busy over the weekend with 2 more robberies. Tonight, our Caroline Patricas tells us police continue that investigation into what is now the 5th local casino robbery in just 2 weeks.
Another business became a target of robbery Sunday morning. A gunman hit here at Chance's Casino, making this the 5th local casino robbery in just 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had a subject that entered the Haynes Avenue Casino, confronted the clerk there at the store, made off with an undisclosed amount of cash, and took off through the neighborhood there.
But even with the recent trend of casino robberies, that's not all they're targeting.
There have been convenience stores that have been in this mix as well too. A bar recently.
And just last week, Domino's Pizza was robbed at gunpoint and the Cornerstone Pantry over the weekend. And they're robbing these businesses in broad daylight, and after the recent string of robberies, local casino owners say they're on alert. Local businesses tell me over the phone they're keeping either the back door or both doors locked during their shift in an effort to prevent a future robbery.
You don't need to grant access to everyone. And if they're locking doors and making sure that the person coming in is safe, then by all means.
After seeing some of the success of the recent robbery getaways, could that be a factor in the trend of recent robberies? Police say it's hard to tell.
Obviously, these are crimes of opportunity. These are people that are taking an extreme risk with their life as well as others, and we're doing our best to get them solved.
Caroline Patricas, NewsCenter1.
And again, police continue that investigation tonight as well, and we'll keep you updated just as soon as any more information is provided by local authorities in that situation too. So, interesting going on. It's a beautiful day weather-wise.
Oh my goodness, a great day. It's a wonderful day, and temperatures are near perfect, I think. Not too hot. Just like Goldilocks.
Calm winds.
Not too hard, not too soft,
today,
not too hot, not
Today
too
would
cold.
be the weather porridge that we would have
Yes,
eaten. Right? That'd be the one.
You got that right. Let's look at some of those high temperatures around the area. There they are. 75 in Spearfish, 78 over in Ellsworth. These are the high temperatures, 75 in Custer. You can't ask for better numbers than those, folks. A little warm down in Pine Ridge, 84, 77 over in Phillip. Well, it's not going to last. We're going to warm things up a little bit more tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit more on the hot side tomorrow and Wednesday. But if we wait around Thursday, I think we'll cool things off a little bit.
Well, we need reminders that summer's not quite over
That's
yet.
exactly right.
Kids, even in the classroom, are going to appreciate that. They can get out of school and still enjoy some of the sunshine. We'll get more details coming up. Ian Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
If safety is a concern, Door Security Products can tailor solutions that will protect you and your family. We offer 24-hour monitoring, security alarm systems, home automation, video surveillance, computer repair, and many other security products. DSP, your local security alarm company. Call us today for a consultation and site survey.
For more than a century, students have gotten their start on the campus of Chadron State College. CSC's online classes bring our proud tradition directly to you, no matter where you are. Connect to an affordable, accredited education leader. Connect to real people that care about your future. Connect and soar with Chadron State College. Learn more at csc.edu.
And don't forget to visit us in person at the Central States Fair. We'll be there from August 14th through the 23rd.
Learn to feel safe with and against weapon attacks with Marshall Blade Concepts. Learn the real self-defense ability to immediately and decisively stop an assailant from continuing their attack. This world-renowned defense system is coming to Rapid City, Mondays at 6 p.m. at the Sonana Karate Club, 1019 Farlow Avenue. Marshall Blade Concepts is an edged weapon system specifically designed to meet the needs of today's concerned citizen and armed professional. Register now by calling Ben Geary at 605-545-1397.
Labor Day means big savings at Toyota's annual clearance event. It's the perfect time to get a great deal on our huge selection of amazing Toyotas, from the bold Camry to the versatile RAV4 to the fuel-sipping Prius. This clearance event only happens once a year and ends September 8th. Get 0% APR on 9 of your favorite Toyota models, and in honor of Labor Day, Toyota will double your down payment up to $500 on top of current offers on a new 2015 Camry and Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, today might have been Black Monday for the markets, but in terms of the summertime bliss for our children, it was certainly a Black Monday of sorts as well. That day they dread all summer long. It was back to the grindstone as back to school gets him back into full swing. School is back in session for students across the Black Hills. Elementary schools, middle school, high school, and colleges all opening their doors to welcome a new crop of students for the school year. Kids decked out in their first day of school finest as they mourn the end of summer and get back to cracking the books. After months of debate and uncertainty of the direction for the 2015-2016 Rapid City school budget, and just days before the start of class, last week's Board of Education meeting came to a conclusion and the new school budget was finally approved. But there were some adjustments and amendments made to the policies due to the settling of the teacher contract and salary raises. Those adjustments under review at tonight's meeting.
We are working our way through the entire policy book to either at least review and mark it as reviewed for each of our policies, or actually revisit them, revise them, and have those revisions approved by the school board.
Superintendent of Schools Dr. Timothy Mitchell also says that they're working on putting together a Rapid City School Dashboard Committee, which will be responsible for the conversion of new budget policy information into a more easily digested and user-friendly format. And the South Dakota Board of Education approving new social studies standards that will change the way that history is taught to students across the state. Those new guidelines do not require schools to teach early U.S. history in high school. That's already coming under fire tonight on social media. The board says the standards are meant to make students college, career, and civic ready, end quote. The approval came despite opposition from higher education professors who offered testimony arguing that students are not ready for history lessons in college already because they're not learning early American history in their high school years. The South Dakota Department of Health is teaming up with partners nationwide in recognizing August as National Immunization Awareness Month. Barbara Phillips, nurse educator for the Department of Health Immunization Program, says that children who don't receive recommended vaccines are at risk of getting the disease or illness and of having a severe case. And the start of the school year is always a great reminder to get children updated on all their immunizations. Getting vaccinated and keeping yourself healthy helps others as well, including babies who are too young to be fully vaccinated and people with compromised immune systems due to cancer and other health conditions. The start of school comes with sunny skies and warmer weather, as we've already noted, with weatherman Bob Riggio tonight. For students, it is the end of summer, but we're not done with those warm temperatures just yet. Bob's in next with a look at your back-to-school forecast after the break.
Free ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford free ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping, all on sale. And no interest for 48 months. So hurry in today and save during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Beautiful designs, comfortable prices. Furniture Row.
not what I was thinking of for our family vacation.
Don't let a little rain spoil your family fun. Come see the experts at Green Star Camper Center. We specialize in fifth wheels and travel trailers to fit any size family. Our experts have been helping put the fun back into camping for over 50 years. So even when it rains, you can still have that fun-filled family vacation.
Now this is what I had in mind.
Green Star Camper Center on Campbell Street, Rapid City.
The research here at St. Jude is very important. It gave my daughter a second chance at life.
Because we have donors that believe in what we're doing, we can really move our research forward much faster.
St. Jude is working to drive the overall survival rate for childhood cancer to 90% in the next decade. And we won't stop until no child dies from cancer.
Because of you. Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
We are professional grade during the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC with cash back for 20% of MSRP on new GMC trucks. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of over 100 Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. Plus get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on new Sierras. That's over $13,000 in savings. Don't miss the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC.
Rock solid, drive granite.com.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, we'll start off the weather almanac. I love these numbers here. 78, that's perfect for a high temperature. 85 is normal. We'll exceed that tomorrow. So the porridge is perfect right now. Not too cold, just perfect. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit on the warm side. So yeah, get ready for that. And then on Wednesday, warmer yet. 41, the morning low, very comfortable. The sun's coming up, rather a little bit of chill in the air, but it warmed up nicely throughout the afternoon. 6:06, sun up. 7:42, sun will be going down. Let's see, what do we got out at the airport? 57, clear skies. Winds are out of the south. No problem there, no gusts. And we're going to go to Custer, I believe. Yeah, there we go. 54 up in the Southern Hills. Again, clear skies and winds on the calm side. Here are some of the high temperatures. Once again, across the country, we don't have a lot to talk about, so I'm showing a whole bunch of temperatures here for you. Let's see, Albuquerque, 88. 108 in Phoenix, 74 in Los Angeles. Beautiful San Antonio. Love San Antonio, 99. A little bit warm, a little bit humid down there. As I said, nothing much to talk about, as you can see. Let me get out of the frame there. You got some showers. You got low pressure just north of the Great Lakes. A few little showers down in Arizona and New Mexico. That's it. It's a rather quiet day, rather comfortable day. Weather not in the news. Not in the news at all. Here we go. This is tomorrow, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Big old ridge of high pressure. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. It goes like that all around there. And high pressure over in the East Coast, and there's that low that's triggering some of those showers, and they'll have more showers around the Great Lakes because of that. And Wednesday, the high off to the east, a little bit of southerly component, and we are expecting temperatures to warm up even more on Wednesday than what we expect tomorrow. Lower 90s on Wednesday. But we'll take care of that on Thursday. This low will slide right into the Black Hills. It's going to see all the showers it's kicking off in Utah, up in Idaho. Well, those showers will be moving across Wyoming into the Black Hills on Thursday. And with the showers, with the low, temperatures are going to cool off a little bit. But after that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're back up into the 90s by the weekend. There's the whole story for you. The jet stream, you got this big air mass right over the top of us, and the jets to our north, that's allowing the warm temperatures for the next couple of days. Thursday, this little dip will move into the Black Hills. That'll carry that low pressure across the Black Hills, giving us the showers. And then through the weekend, early part of next week, we still got this ridging going on, so temperatures definitely will be warming up once again by the weekend. Here we go. This is... I don't know why I'm even showing this. We got a lot of sun. Temperature is a little warmer tomorrow than today. Wednesday, a few little clouds, high clouds move in, but mostly sun. And again, on Wednesday, temperatures will be warmer than what we expect tomorrow. Here are the high temperatures across the state today. 72 here and 68 Mitchell, 77 Phillips, 77 up there in Faith. And tomorrow should be a little bit warmer. Let's get them up in the 80s. Oh, there you go. We see temperatures in the 80s, even the lower 90s down in Pine Ridge. What about East River? Temperatures in the 70s, lower 70s, upper 60s, all up and down that eastern tier of counties tomorrow. So a little bit cool. If you want to cool off, head off to Watertown, Sioux Falls will be a little bit cooler there. And on Wednesday, temperatures middle 70s, lower 80s, still rather comfortable for those folks. But over here, well, we're going to see temperatures upper 80s, lower 90s on Wednesday. Here's the forecast for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Lots of sunshine all over the place. 87 Spearfish, 83 Custer, 93 down in Pine Ridge. Elsewhere, Hill City, 83, 87 Belle-Fourche, 92 Hot Springs. Here's the forecast for tonight. This is what we expect. 56, clear, mild, plenty of stars, southerly winds 5 to 10. We don't expect it. That's what will happen this evening. Tomorrow, a little warmer than today. Let's see, 88, mostly sunny. And southwesterly winds 5 to 15. Should be another nice day. A little warmer than today. The porridge is warming up, folks. 62 tomorrow night, partly cloudy, and should be a quiet evening. Winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10. 7-day forecast, 92 on Wednesday. Okay, then we'll cool it off Thursday with the showers, and then we start warming it back up. Saturday, Sunday, temperatures near 90 degrees. ClickBigDeals.com. This one's still available. This is a good one. Is it available? Is it available? There it is. Yes, it is. 50% off half-day rental on a ATV two-seater at High Country Guest Ranch, and that's a good deal, folks. What is it? I can't read it down there. Well, whatever it is, it's 50% off. So take advantage of that one, because you take a two-seater, you and a friend, head on off into the Black Hills and enjoy the Black Hills the only way possible, but going through those back roads. All right. All right, what is the secret to growing a master garden? Master gardener Mel Glover has a few hints to help give you blue ribbon vegetables in tonight's Botanical Garden.
Botanical, sponsored by True Green. For all your lawn, tree, and shrub care, along with pine beetle protection, think True Green this spring.
Okay, welcome Botanical Garden. With me, Mel Glover, Master Gardener. I'm Bob Riggio. If you folks out there want to know what Master Gardeners grow in their garden, we have a nice smorgasbord of what's in Mel's garden. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what we have here, Mel?
Correct. There's a number of unusual vegetables here.
Kohlrabi's not that unusual.
No, not for you and me, but for some people. But this is a big one. This is the Cossack.
Yeah, the Cossack.
And it's big. And you can cut it up and use it in soups and stews. You can make salads. We can slice it up in chips and dip and carrots and different things like that. So it's a fun one. It's not overgrown like the little ones, but
yeah, I love it. Just pull them out, clean them, cut them up a little bit, add a little salt.
Exactly.
Delicious. Kohlrabi.
Exactly.
Or how does Joe say it?
I don't know how he says it.
He said
it's a Montana or Wyoming accent.
Yeah. No.
And then, of course, we have the potatoes. Those are fingerling potatoes. They're not very big.
Yep.
We can get white ones, blue ones, red ones.
And what we'll do with these?
Well, I'll just boil these up for supper tonight, or my wife will cook them and slice them and make potato salad.
Potato salad
Don't
on
even
these things?
skin them. Don't
Wow.
even skin them.
Looking good.
And then, of course, the artichoke here. Old Sid Noctegal got us started on these a few years back. And she'll steam these. And then you break off the leaves and you put a little dip on them, a little lemon butter and stuff, and so on. And then there's a heart of artichoke on the inside that you.
But you don't eat the whole leaf, do you?
No, you don't eat the outside of the leaf. You just kind of suck on it.
And eggplant.
Eggplants. These are the fairy tales, and they're nice and tender. You can stir fry them. You can do a lot of different things. And then they have purple ones and white ones, and that's Hansel and Gretel.
Can you make coleslaw out of those?
I wouldn't make coleslaw out of these, but we put them right on the grill.
Okay.
And then this is a tomato that we planted out of Joe's earlier in the year in a big pot. And it's the green zebra. And we'll slice those up for supper.
Does the green go all the way through inside? When you slice it up, you see a lot of green in there?
A lot of green. And this is probably overripe, but I've been saving it for us so we could show it today.
Not a pasta tomato, though, is it?
No, it's not a paste tomato.
See, I learned a lot.
You're doing
We've been doing this for 10, 12 years, and I'm picking up, a little bit of knowledge from you guys.
We appreciate you, too.
Anything else? Anything else you want to talk
about? No, there's just a lot of different things, and it's kind of fun to grow them and
grow different things every year.
Something different every year.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mel. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Join us next week on Botanical Garden.
Get a remarkable paint at an incredible value with Pittsburgh Ultra. It's a paint and primer in one that provides exceptional height and adhesion. Right now, save $4 a gallon on your choice of Ultra interior or exterior paint. That's $20 on 5-gallon pails. Choose from thousands of styles of Mastercraft doors. This raised 6-panel pre-hung interior door is pre-finished bright white and features a wood grain texture. A 24, 28, or 30-inch wide door is $69. A 32-inch or 36-inch door is $78.
Save big money at Menards.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
Your night is about to get a lot more fun. Be one of the first to play craps and roulette, now at Cadillac Jacks, featuring $1,000 bet limits. Cadillac Jacks, how will your night play out?
Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
This is NewsCenter1, Sports with Justin Wickersham.
The Rapid City Stevens football team will undoubtedly have a tough road again this season, but head coach Scott Hagan does have a reason to be excited this year. The Raiders begin year 3 under Coach Hagan with more depth compared to previous years. Hagan lost 36 seniors to graduation, but returned several key players on both sides of the ball. As far as the quarterback situation, Brandon Susie, who saw significant time last year, is in a 3-man race with Sage Hagan and George Johnson. Coach Hagan hopes that with better depth, along with the implementation of a new offense and defense, will translate into more victories this season.
We need that depth. It was tough on us last year. We would play really good in the first half, but in the second half we would just start wearing out because we had too many kids going both ways, and we're really going to try to eliminate kids going both ways this year.
The Raiders, who finished 3-6 last year, open the season this Friday at home against Sioux Falls Lincoln. In fact, Stevens has a total of 6 home games this year.
We probably do have the toughest schedule in the state. We pick up Brandon Valley, so we have all our 5 Sioux Falls school areas, and we pick up Watertown and Aberdeen Central and the ESD. So our schedule is going to be tough, and we've talked to the kids about the challenges of the schedule and what our expectations are for them.
Meanwhile, in girls high school tennis today, St. Thomas More improved to 3-0 on the year with a convincing win over Rapid City Central, 8-1. Now to baseball, where the Pirates opened a 4-game series tonight in Miami. Pittsburgh is 21-13 since the All-Star break. The Pirates entered the night just 3.5 games behind St. Louis for the lead in the NL Central, and they play each other 6 more times this season. The Pirates swept 3 from the Marlins back in May. Let's check out some of the highlights tonight. Top of 3, no score, Andrew McCutcheon, who's playing at an MVP level, sends one deep to right field. 2 runs would score, and Pittsburgh takes the early lead 2-0. Jumping ahead to the top of the 8th now, Eric Cordier on the mound for Miami, and his second pitch hits Sean Rodriguez in the hand. The home plate umpire thinks it was intentional, and Cordier is done for the night. Later in the 8th inning now, Gregory Polanco singles up the middle, Rodriguez jogs home, and the Pirates win this one by a final score of 5-2. And around the big leagues this evening, the Mets rolled over the Phillies by a final score of 16-7. Plus, Johnny Gomes drove in 3 runs with 2 hits as Atlanta beat Colorado 5-3. Also, St. Louis leads Arizona 2-1 in the 6th inning. Meanwhile, Carlos Beltran hit a game-ending sacrifice fly to help lead the Yankees over the Astros by a score of 1-0. Moving on now, Kansas City outlasted Baltimore by 5 runs, final score 8-3, and the Red Sox snapped a 2-game losing streak with a 5-4 win over the Chicago White Sox. And finally this evening, IndyCar driver Justin Wilson has died. The accomplished driver sustained fatal head injuries yesterday at Pocono Speedway event. During the race, Wilson was struck by a large piece of debris from another car, then slammed into an interior wall. Wilson passed away this evening at Lehigh Valley Health Network Hospital in Pennsylvania. The British driver lived outside of Denver in Longmont, Colorado. Wilson was 37 years old. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
South Dakota undergraduate students continue to find a high-quality education at Chadron State College, thanks to the Chadron State Eagle Rate. It's more affordable than ever to be a part of Chadron State's proud tradition. Find the major you want with CSC's outstanding on-campus and online programs. With a degree from CSC, you'll have the tools to succeed in your career. South Dakota students, take advantage of the Chadron State Eagle Rate today. Call 1-800-CHADRON or visit csc.edu.
You think your day's off to a good start. Then, computer problems set in. Your frustration level builds, while your interest, patience, and time waste away. Don't wait forever. Call TechNet Corp. Their skilled technology experts will promptly diagnose and solve any computer problem you have. TechNet Corp, your locally owned full-service technology company. 1727 West Main in the Gap, Rapid City.
Oh, I always wanted to be in the Black Hills, and when the opportunity came, I took it, and I loved it. My son and daughter-in-law found this for me, and they said, oh, we found one for you, Mom. We've looked them all over, and this is the one.
My mom is quite independent, but, you know, it was a lot of work back at the farm. Now, she just doesn't have all those responsibilities, so it's just nice to know that she doesn't have to cook anymore. This is home, and she's safe and rested.
Proudly display your memories with the help of the Perfect Hanging Gallery. You name it, we can frame it. From memorabilia to family portraits, we'll give your treasures a unique and sophisticated look you'll be proud to show off. Custom framing is our specialty. With such a huge variety of frames and mats, you're sure to find that perfect look. At the Perfect Hanging Gallery, you'll discover antique maps and beautiful artwork from brilliant local artists. Visit the Perfect Hanging Gallery in the lower level of the shops at Main Street Square.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Young Professionals Group.
A top attraction here in the Black Hills, or maybe a bottom attraction, is getting a bit of a makeover. Work beginning today on the $671,000 expansion project for the Visitor Center at Jewel Cave. Bottom being underground. Acting Superintendent Donald Hart says the project will make it easier for visitors to enter and exit the cave and also provide more space for people waiting for tours. The center will remain open for regular hours during construction, and the cave tour schedule won't be impacted. The project's scheduled to be completed in February. Yeah, that's a beautiful spot, and not only is the cave beautiful, but just that area.
Oh,
they've
the
got
area
those
there.
hiking trails.
Yes,
I don't know
they
if you've
do.
ever been on.
I've been there.
The hiking trails that go around Jewel Cave. That's some of the most. They're not too long, but you've got time to do them, and maybe a couple hours or whatever. But just the foliage, you go about fall.
Wildlife out there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take a quick look at the 7-day. You can see warmer temperatures the next couple of days. We'll cool off Thursday with showers, then we'll warm it up for the weekend.
That'll do it for us right here. Have a wonderful night.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Auto Doctors is a full-service auto maintenance and tire center. They've been in business for 10 years and feature ASE certified and Bosch certified techs. Stop by or call the Auto Doctors today.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
Carly posts,
breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now is the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser. Hey, still talking about the car.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
What started out as Girls Club in 1965, Youth and Family Services has grown to become one of the most comprehensive and respected family development programs in western South Dakota. YFS serves more than 11,000 children and their families each year, encouraging them to go beyond the possible and discover their dreams through education, nutrition, advocacy, and prevention services. Find out how you can help support children and families in your community by visiting yfsfoundation.org or call 342-4195.
Speed, reliability, performance, quality. Everything you like about your truck, you will like about Quick Lube. Stop by and their professional staff will perform a tire rotation, 16-point inspection, chassis lube, and an engine and oil filter change. Plus receive a free Super Tunnel car wash. Now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
AM, 5:30 p.m. and 10 p.m.